Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
My father has requested his 4 sons speak today.
Many people know my dad was a great man. But my brothers and I know he was a great father.
Dad quipped many times that his longevity was attributable to the fact that he kept missing the off-ramps to heaven. In fact, at a time or two, he worried that those loved ones and friends who had died long before him might be assuming in heaven that he, in fact, at death, had traveled in the other direction.
His purpose was to focus us not on getting, but on giving, to look out and care for others.
He was daring. He invited Dr. Martin Luther King to Southern Seminary to come and speak in the chapel amid protests of fellow angry Baptists.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing, Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna to your King.
We come today to honor the life and ministry of Dr. Duke McCall, a man who did more to shape Baptist institutions worldwide than any other Baptist leader in the mid-20th century. Now, if that seems overly bold, this is my talk, and it's in my sermon, and I'm going to say it because I believe it. It is not an overstatement to say that he possessed a towering intellect, a passionate faith, a sharp institutional vision, the ability to lead, and the courage to act. He describes himself as a company man, and that was his understatement of who he was. He believed profoundly that our Baptist institutions were worth the effort. He saw no conflict there. Ideas to survive needed organization and leadership, and ultimately brick and mortar.
Duke wore many hats and donned many mantles, but he never stopped seeing himself as a minister of the gospel. For Duke, his vast circles of influence were ripples flowing out of that circle formed in 1932 when a bunch of Baptists called him into ministry. He, a talented young man who wasn't entirely sure he wanted to be a minister at all on that night.
He learned the body of divinity, church government, biblical languages, and he learned to drink his coffee black. He told me and Mary at dinner one night that he learned to drink his coffee black because he and Mrs. McCall could only afford 1 cup of coffee at the cafeteria downtown. He preferred cream, she liked it black. Since they shared it, he learned to drink his coffee black. I'm humbled by the example of his tenure and of his tenacity. Southern Seminary will feel and know his legacy as a great gift and his absence as an unspeakable loss.
As we leave this service of celebration of life and affirmation of faith, may we not only remember the life of Duke McCall, but may it also become our challenge to live fully and redemptively in our world.